We're live. Where's my glasses? Let's move it. And where's the link? Oh, somebody just asked if we have live today. Yes, I'm sorry. I think we are a minute late. How do I paste it? Hello, everyone. Hi, Rebecca. Good morning. Please let me allow me to post this link on Facebook real quick. How's everybody doing this Friday? I feel like, no, I sound like I'm still sleepy. Okay, hold on. Home studio. Oops. No, just. All right. Okay, all right. Ready? Go back to YouTube. Hi, everyone. Welcome to OHM Studio Live. Today is September 18, 2020. My name is Kit. That's Ken. Today we have a lot of pieces, a few pieces, more pieces to show you. And there's a lot of exciting things to show you today. Okay, how's everybody? Hello, Cam Tran. So let's get started. Do you feel like you get like the orange hue in the camera? So we have a lot of wildfires around us in Eastern Washington, Oregon, and California, and everywhere on the west coast of the United States. And
because COVID wasn't enough.
Yes. Well, at least people wear masks now because of the smoke, right? So, yeah. Let's start with any exciting news this week. Oh, OHM Studio to go. So I think Tuesday is the last day to sign up for September project. So if you subscribe now, it will be October project. And we're gonna we're gonna give you a preview on the October project next week on OHM Studio Live. I think Jenny might have leaked some of it already. Okay. Hello, Helenka.
We've got more pieces going back to clients. They're casted pieces, and
right.
All of them are just coming out great.
Right.
So keep them coming. It's a lot of fun, and I think we haven't shown the people necessarily what they've got. We're just kind of shipping them back, so it's a little bit of a surprise. And I think they're going to be so excited when they open those packages because there's some really remarkable stuff in there.
Yeah, I chose one piece earlier this week. It's the OHM artist that he has, the crown and
that was
the color palette on his back. That one is so cool.
Love that piece.
สวัสดีครับคุณโชติ Yeah, that piece is awesome. So this week, let's go over what we have this week. The first piece of this week, we have
another one of Jenny's masks.
Another one of Jenny's masks.
This one is satin finished, so it's a little different than last week's. I don't know if you can tell on it, but it's not quite a brushed. It's
Let me
soft, polished.
Let me zoom in to have a better. Whoops. Yeah. I'd like the finish. It looks like fabric.
Yep, that's
and
what
the finish looks like fabric. It's not shiny.
This is a new bit I just got, so I wanted to test.
Oh, all of a sudden, like the color changed, the color of the video.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like
now it's a cool color. It was warmer before. Thank you, Darlie. Hi, Darlie. Hi, Mai. So this is a satin finished mask. The second piece. Actually, this is the September project. This is the one that Jenny showed live, right? And how she made it.
Yeah.
So
this was one of Jenny's.
Yep.
Most of the Onkenstein, I think, this week are Jenny's beats.
Yep. So she's pretty.
Different take on last week's with her legs out. This is just a slight different version that shows you what's possible.
Right.
But I love Jenny's bubbles. I think she does such a good job with them.
Mai said, everyone wants a profanity ring.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Okay. It would be cool if you can customize it. Okay, just any 4-letter words, and then you can submit with your order, and then like we'll make it. Okay, this is the Soak It by Jenny. Yeah, you might have to revisit the ring, right? You did it. This is a prototype. It's not perfect. There's a lot of rough surface here, and there's a question. Speaking of the finish, are there any tips we can restore some worn off scuff marks on beats?
I mean, you can hand polish it, but it's not going to do too much on actual surface scratches. It will take off oxidation and clean it up slightly. To actually take out scratches like that, you would need like a Dremel with a felt bit and some type of polishing compound. We use what's called Jeweler's Rouge, but there are different compounds that you can pick up at Lowe's and whatnot, which are just metal polishes. I think Mother's makes one and a few others. So yes, you absolutely can do it. You can pick up Dremels cheap. Yeah. Now this isn't necessarily what I'm using. You'll see in a few minutes what my tools are, but in a pinch, this tool, there we go.
Yeah.
You could probably pick one of these on sale up for $20 or something like that. And the tip is just simply a felt tip, and you can see it's darkened, and that's with the actual rouge. So there's a little bit of abrasive in it. And that'll clean up your pieces.
So yeah, this is a tool that you can get easily at the hardware store.
And there's different
a home improvement store.
Different tips that you can add. But it's a good way to keep your jewelry cleaned up. And I actually use a tool like this for wax work as well. But I would be using different tips. Use little grinders and whatnot to actually chip away at wax, clean up wax, and form it.
I like this because it's portable, no cord, right? And it's handheld. You can take it wherever you want. You can do it while you're watching Netflix or okay, let's go to the next piece. let's do this. Oh, this. Let's do this first. This is a pear. Well, if you notice, I don't know, a lot of people we never release a pear beat, right?
No.
We have a peach. So actually it was an apple. We took our apple, turned it upside down, and attach a leaf to it. And actually, because it was originally an apple like this, right? So it was originally designed to hang like this. So, but if you just flip it upside down to make a pear, it still will, will be upside down. But that's what Ken did. He added more silver to the bottom, so it bottom heavy, and he also expand the side hole, so that when it hang, the breast will go a little bit to the upper side, right? Is there anything else you put in here?
So actually, when I cast the piece, it had a sprue, of course, coming off of it. I clipped off the sprue and then used that sprue material. I made two little, I don't know, tubular pieces, cut them and fit them to the side of each side of the pear on the bottom, and then I soldered those into place. So this is kind of a heavy bead, to be honest, more so than normal. It's got more mass to it.
Yeah,
definitely. But it was a fun project, and I think it hangs pretty nice. And I don't know, I enjoyed making this one.
Yeah. So Lauren said, glad you changed the weight distribution. It bothers me when my beads flip upside down.
I try to take that into account with every bead we make. So unfortunately, it's not possible with everything. But I thought it was important on this one to try and get it to hang correctly. Otherwise, it's just an apple with a leaf on the wrong side.
Yes. Okay. And the next one, this one we show, I think.
So we've sold this piece before, but not in this size. This is the large size, so it's a little bit bigger than our typical, what we call a regular. I would think this is like 1.3 to 1.5 size.
Yes, it's about 25% larger.
Yeah, a little bit bigger, still very wearable on, I think, a bracelet or anything. But
very proper for upcoming Halloween.
Very much so.
Yep. So he has well, the bunny's wearing skull, holding a skull on his hand, and also wearing skull necklace.
Yeah, he's got 3 skulls on the necklace around his neck.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy that we were able to keep that detail on it. Yep. So it will be available today. This one. What else? We also, I'm going to show you a little bit about what we're working on. It's not done yet, so they're not going to be available for today's listing, but probably in a few weeks. So the first one, well, it might be hard to see the details because of the finish. This is the first cast, and it doesn't have the oxidization yet, so the detail is there, but it might be hard to see.
Yeah, the definition can be difficult.
Yep. So basically, this is a gnome. It's an old gnome, so we dress him up in a Warcraft style outfit. So this is the back.
You can still see the sprue on there. I haven't cleaned that up yet.
Yeah. So the next one we have is the gnome chip. I really like this one.
I love his hat.
Yeah, it's a gnome chip. Okay. So he's wearing chef hat with 2 pens in his hands. And the back like I said, like Ken said, there's still sprue mark on it that he has to clean up. So those are these two are the new ones we are working on. They will be available maybe next week or two. Yep. Anything else that we're working on? So I think 2 weeks ago we showed you our, what do you call this size? Jumbo size of the bunny. The bronze bunny. Oh, he's huge. Okay. So this one, Ken is still working on it as well. So it's not quite done yet. Helenka said, leave the sprue. Because Rebecca asked about OHM Studio to go pieces that she received, I suppose. And she's not sure that whether or not she should leave the sprue.
When in doubt, leave it for me if you can. If it's in your way, go ahead and cut it off, but I'd prefer to have it on there. I need access to somewhere on the piece that's not going to affect the design. And so if the sprue's already there, most likely it's in a place that is not affecting the design as is. So leave it on there if you can. You can also use it as a little handle to manipulate the piece. But sprueing is tricky. I've done a few customer pieces where it could potentially compromise the design ever so slightly. So I need to kind of take that into consideration. Leave a little spot for me to plant a sprue on there. Yeah. Hopefully in the thickest spot of the design as possible.
So if you can, if it's possible, leave it. But if you remove it already, it's no big deal. We'll attach it back. Yep. And if you have any questions regarding your project, feel free to, chat with us somewhere. You know where to find us. Okay, so let's go back to the jumbo bunny. So this is like real heavy. So we have two. We cast three, right? 3 or 4? 3.
Cast 4.
We cast 4.
These are the last two.
These are the last two, because it takes so much time to finish. Like,
these are actually taking a lot longer.
I gotta beg Ken, like, please spend a few hours on this this week, because I'll let he explain why it's harder.
Every little bit of this piece has to be refinished, and if there's any mark whatsoever, it shows it. So these are actually much harder to finish off than a silver piece for me. Probably 2 to 3 times as much work goes into them. So while the metal might be a little bit cheaper, the manual labor to do it is way more. I prefer to work with silver, but the bronze is interesting. I think we're going to try copper and some other materials, but yeah, I'm a goldsmith. What can I say? That's where I was trained, and if I could work with anything, it'd be gold.
Okay, and I forgot to mention earlier when we start today, but last week we told you that this week Ken is going to show us how he cut the sprue from the tree after we cast, and how does he polish it into the final piece. Okay, I'm gonna let him go over there, set it up, and then I'll move the camera there in a second. All right, let's go over comments real quick. So if you like the rings, or give us ideas how you wanted to see it, like the custom word, or you want to have us come up with words, or it could be from the words collection. But it's pretty heavy, so I don't wear it a lot because it tires my hand really. Like if you wear it all day, you're gonna feel it. Okay, what time is the release? Max CC asked. So we usually it would be probably 10 to 15 minutes after live, and the live usually lasts, 30, 40 minutes, depends how much we have to talk. Okay, so Ken's ready?
Sure.
All right, so he's ready. I'm gonna move a camera there. In a second, let me clean up my area first. Oops, I'm gonna cover it with my hand. There you go. So,
all right. So here is, I'm going to show him my handpiece. So instead of a Dremel, this is what I choose to use. And I love.
So let me know, because sometimes the microphone is very sensitive.
If the whining gives you feedback, let us know and we'll stop it. I'll try and do something else.
I'll cover the microphone.
This is my favorite tool that I own. I absolutely love this thing. I use it for everything from wax carving to finishing, and I can't imagine doing jewelry work without it. So these are my fret cutters.
That's interesting.
Yep.
So this
is something we just cast. This is our Ohmkensteins. And man, oh man, there's some good stuff on this tree. I don't know if you can see it close. We'll be releasing these over the next couple of weeks, but
all right, I'll try.
I'm in love with some of these beads.
It's hard to see.
Yep, it is hard to see.
But there's some nice pieces in there. I'll show you after Ken cut this through. All right. Okay. So this is what we got after we cast successfully.
Now this has been tumbled for a little bit, so they would have been a little bit duller than this, but I haven't finished them. I haven't really polished them or anything. Really all I did was ultrasonic them to get the investment out, get them all cleaned up, and then they did have a little bit of an acid bath. So pretty much what you get straight from casting. I did remove a couple of customers' pieces just because I didn't want to show them online or on video. But to start with, I've got a few options. I can use the separation disc that I've got here and just grind right through. I can use clippers, or I could use what's called a jeweler saw. The saw is probably the slowest method, but you do get the most precision with it. So in this case, I'm going to find a bead that I want to clip, and I'm just going to clip it off, which is going to leave me a little bit of a nub. Sorry about the camera manipulation, guys. We're doing our best here, but it's a little difficult. There we go. Oh, so there we go.
All right. Took me a while.
There we go. So I've got to get that taken off and hide it. So here I go.
Hold on, let me find the focus. You do what you do.
Okay.
I will
say when.
Sounds like dentist.
It is a dental tool. My dentist or my orthodontist has this exact same machine. Actually, a few of them. We also use dental picks, dental instruments. all day, every day as well. So there's a lot of similarities there.
Well, it's a lot better. It's not from my mouth.
Yes. So I'm pretty happy with that. I don't want to take it down more. I'm going to change to a different disc. This has got just a little bit of abrasive in it, so it's not going to remove nearly as much material. And at the same time, it's going to start to clean up some of the tool marks that I left in there.
Janice say, my teeth are nervous. Do you see my post yesterday about the dentist in Alaska was sentenced to 12 years because he extracted the tooth while he's riding hoverboard.
Oh, no way. This is a sanding disc, and I use this for smoothing purposes for the most part. And I've got different grits. So the different colors, brown and pink. Brown's going to be far more abrasive. So I'll start with that, then you move to the next one and progressively step down until you get a nice finish. So I've pretty much got it taken down to where I want it. The last step would be to go in here with a small burr and actually texture it and make some false little craters and whatnot so it completely disappears. But essentially, that's what I'm doing.
You want to show what actually this piece is?
So this is...
Wait a second. I'm having a hard time controlling a camera.
I'll hold it as still as I can get it.
Yes.
I introduce the man on the moon.
The man on the moon. So this is the next step. I think Mary asked us last week.
Look at that. Love that.
Yeah, I saw that the hole
just lines up perfectly right through them. Love this piece. Now, of course, this is before antiquing or anything, so this piece is only going to get better once that has a little darkened. And yeah, one of my favorites.
Cool. All right. Oh, let me move back to my...
No, I just interrupted you. You were asking me something about Mary's son?
No, she requested last week that she wants to see the next step, which is this. Cutting this through and polishing it. I hope she can watch this video later.
Now, that was a pretty simple sprue removal. Some of the pieces are far more complex. Of course, I wanted to do something easy on film so I wouldn't screw it up in front of everybody. But that's the gist of it. It does take a lot longer, and each of these pieces probably has a couple hours of work into them by the end of it before it gets to you. So, but I enjoy it.
So the next things I want to talk about is, if you have any questions, feel free to ask about cutting through and polishing it.
Ooh, a pufferfish bead. I like that idea.
The pufferfish?
Yeah, somebody's asking for a pufferfish. Maya's asking for a pufferfish bead.
Is it true that after they puff, they're going to die?
No. Early in my diving career, I have to admit I handled a few and made them puff up. But they don't die. It just stresses them out and puts them in a position to where if a predator came, they might not be able to deal with them because they've already exhausted their energy by puffing up once. Okay. So you want to leave them alone for the most part, but they are darn cute.
Okay. So now every Thursday afternoon at 3 p.m. Seattle time, so we kind of like have our own session of bead making or beadworking. And so yesterday, it's like Mike, Jenny, Carla, and I was on doing something live on YouTube, and I'm going to show what I done. I don't have other people's pieces with me today, so I hope you can join us sometime too, Ken. I know it's not your typical hour schedule. So this is what I made like 2 weeks ago, but yesterday basically I kind of blend the texture. You can see that the discoloration on the jaw, that's like where I melt the wax.
So did you open the jaw up?
Yeah, I cut it up.
So cool.
I cut it up and opened the jaw. And then so that was just like blob earlier on the darker red or pink area. So I texture the best I can. It's not perfect, but also in the back of his neck, it's add a little texture there. And on this side as well. We'll see how it's gonna turn out in a few weeks. That's one of them. And then the other one was, so I had leaf bead in front of me yesterday. So I cut it up. I don't know what to do with it. So I cut it up, cut out the letter, like LIVE individually, and then attach it to a string of wax. So, but before I attached to it, the string is, it's like it's a straw. So I found a use of that spoon tip. So I used that to flatten it.
Oh, cool.
Flatten the wax. So make it a little round. But I don't know if, hopefully it's castable. So yeah, so Ken can finish it up. We'll see. I'm trying to leave it like an open ring so that I can adjust the size easily. So it's not fixed size. Okay, that's what I made yesterday during stay home and home session. So it's every Thursday at 3 p.m. In the future, we plan to invite some of our OHM Studio to go subscriber, and we can work on the project together as well. All right, what's next? The giveaway. Oh, no, yes, no. Where's the bronze? So since we have the jumbo size bronze here, right? And then I think this is big. These are really, really big, but I don't think it's big enough. So I made something even bigger, and I'm gonna challenge Ken to cast that for me. So introducing King Kong. Okay, so I made this. This is the jumbo. So this is a King Kong size. Whoops, I'm trying to focus. So this is wax that's gonna be cast, resin wax. So we'll see if it's gonna come out or not.
You almost wear like a ring.
Well, yes, actually, yes.
It's that big.
It's that big. Okay, so this is the biggest one we have made as ready to cast, but hopefully it will if we cast successfully. I don't even want to think about casting this in silver. It's gonna be,
oh my god,
we're gonna use a lot of silver, and I made 2 so far. I'm gonna show 2 of them. Thanks for suggesting that it's a ring so I can put it on my pinky. So I have Spartan, which is Ken's favorite design of the bunny, and I have Bummy, which is my favorite design. So these are King Kong size. Okay. And then if this King Kong experiment successful. We'll probably make it bigger, maybe get like Godzilla size or something. Or is there gonna be a movie?
I don't know.
Like Godzilla and King Kong?
There's always another one,
right? Yeah, that's Dolly say that's crazy King Kong size.
I can't wait to see the Spartan cast. He's gonna be just so cool.
Yes. So this is gonna be in bronze, and then we're gonna make a few more bronze pieces as well, right? Okay. So last week, let's go to the giveaway. Last week we're giving away the Peaceful Bunny, okay, which is the bunny mummy, but
no cleaver.
No cleaver. The cleaver fell off while we cast, or somewhere.
But he's perfect in every other way.
Journey. Right. So he's only holding an apple on his hand. So our question was, what do you want to mummify? And the answers are pretty interesting. So now we can get inside a little bit inside of your brain, so know what you're thinking. And some of them is really, really interesting. So, but we already picked the winner, and the winner is Matt Cusack. Matt, if you're out there or you're watching us, send an email to support@ohmbeats.com with your shipping address, and we will get this beat out to you. So here is the winner. So this week we have giveaway, because we're gonna release the Plague Doctor in October. I think most of you have seen it on the preview day already, but do you remember when we prototyping it like a couple months ago? So this week giveaway will be the bronze version of our prototype. Okay.
The regular size?
The regular size. This one, yes, this one is the regular size. Do you still see that there's a sprue on his head? So Ken still have to clean up because it's a prototype, and there's still, some marks at the bottom. Okay. Unless you want the sprue mark to be there, so we can leave it there.
We'll leave it as is.
So you know that is prototype. Okay, this will be next week. Oh no, this week's giveaway. And the question is, because it's a Plague Doctor related, so share one good thing that has happened to you during COVID-19. Okay, so what is at least one good thing that has happened to you this year during COVID-19? So we need some, we can use some positivity in our life right now.
Definitely.
So please comment after this video was published on YouTube, and we will announce the winner next week. Okay. Okay, so after this, Ken will list the feature items on ohmtogether.com. Please go there if you want to purchase. And there are some other pieces as well. And I think we have some of the masked sheep and gnome back in stock this week. So go there, and then on ohmtogether.com, check the merchandise section if you want to grab some cool gears. And if you're into DIY, OHM Studio to go is there. Subscribe, or for the subscription box, or just get a sample if you want just want to try it out. So hopefully we can start offering that in different countries soon, because the problem is the shipping back and forth, because the postal service are not really reliable, international, I mean, yet. So sometimes it takes 2 to 3 months to get here or there. So we'll wait until everything get a little bit better before start offering that. Okay, thank you for your patience though. Yeah, I know that a lot of you want to try it. And that's it. Is there anything else?
I think that's it for the week.
And whatever you want to see next week, feel free to let us know. And have a great weekend. Bye. Okay. Where's the end button? It is 40 minutes.